Hi everyone, Joy here. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about e-covers and basically how you make that offer look really good. Because remember, your hook is not just a hook, but it's also that something that stands out that people go and find, right? So you've got, if I say a hook, it could be a picture, it could be a video, it could be a word, it could be a phrase. There's so many different things that it can be. So to find your perfect something, you have to obviously go and find it, go search a little bit, look around, all of those things. But one thing that grabs personally my attention is a great looking picture. And, we're not all designers, we suck at all the designing things, not everybody's good at it. But you will get people that are very good at it. And you might say to me, but Joy, I don't have a budget. I don't have money for somebody to go and design something for me. And I completely understand it. And luckily for us, we live in a world where there are websites like Freelancer and websites like Fiverr and Funnel Rolodex. We can go and pay somebody as little as $5 to go and design something for you. Now, also keep in mind, you're not going to get the greatest designer and the greatest, thing all the time if you're going to pay $5 for something. But you might be lucky. You might strike a bit of luck. But average, I think I've paid about 20-ish, 30-ish, even $50-ish for a design. And that's about average, if you have no budget. And if it's like I won't say low key, but when you just start out, you want to get your funnel out there, you're not going to pump like thousands of dollars of advertising in there, because obviously you don't have the budget for it if you don't have the budget for a designer. And that's basically it. So the great thing I appreciate about Freelancer is you can actually go and you can run a contest. Now, I have done this before. Sometimes it has worked very well for me, and sometimes it had failed really bad for me. So I guess I'm not sure what the factors are, but I'm assuming it is like, what is the thing that you wanted to design? Because a couple of years ago, no, probably a year ago, I went to and I got somebody to design a flyer for me, which was absolutely amazing. And I did a contest on that. And then a year later, I did a contest for designing a logo, and it was an absolute disaster. So it depends on, I guess, who runs the contest and what it is that you actually want to design. And when you find that absolutely perfect person designing for you, that tap into your brain and say, okay, this is what this person wants, and I can give this person what this person wants, then keep that designer, hold on to that designer, because it's very rare that you find somebody like that. And so basically, Freelancer, what they do is you can do a contest, which is really, really cool. So what the contest is that you go and you go onto the website, you register, that all of those things. I'm not going to show you guys how to do it because it's really quite simple. You just go onto freelancer.com or .co.nz where I am. And I think, I'm not sure if each country has their own end thing, but freelancer.com will, I think, automatically put you in the country that you're in, which doesn't really matter. But then you go and you run a contest. It's very self-explanatory. You can find the buttons. And in this contest, it will say, what do you want to design? And you can get as many as like, gosh, 50-ish people, 20-ish people that can say yes, pick their hand up and say, yes, I will design this for you. So the really awesome thing about that is that you don't have to go and say, pay one designer to design something for you. You get like 40 people or 20 people to design something for you. And obviously the higher the price that you would pay, the bigger interest you will spike for the good designers. So if you're going to say, I'm going to pay somebody $10 to design me an e-cover for my book, you're probably not going to get your best value if you're going to go to Freelancer. Out of my personal experience, probably $30 or $40 would get you a really good designer. And running a contest so you can see the different things that people come up. You give them a brief and you say, I want a guide to help small businesses with their social media, and explain it to, explain the guide, maybe go into the colors that you want, and then see what amazing things people come up with. Or the other option is Fiverr. Now, I personally love Fiverr. I have used Fiverr a lot. I think Fiverr is really, really good. I've paid as little as like $20 for designs, $10. I think the lowest I've ever paid was about $10 on Fiverr. And but the designs that you get is really, really good. And they're all about, also the same with Freelancer, it's all about ranking, and you give them stars if they do good, so they also build up their own online reputation. And so Fiverr is really good as well, so you can register. And then Funnel Rolodex is pretty newish, as I understand. It's like less than a year old, so you can also do that as well. Yeah, so guys, those are the three top ones. if you're very good in designing your own things, I also did a video on Canva a while ago, and I've posted it on YouTube. And Canva is just a basic tutorial. I think it was about a 10-minute video on just how Fiverr works. Not Fiverr, sorry, how Freelancer work and what type of things you can design on Canva. Now, I love designing stuff. I'm not really good at it, but like the basic things, like I can design myself. But when it comes to designing an ebook or e-cover for a book, then I'm like, I'll probably hire somebody to do this. But the fun little things like the Facebook posts and Instagram posts and the little logos and things like that, that's easy to do in Canva for me. I do spend a lot of time in Canva. It's one of my favorite things. I actually have the app on my phone, which is really, really cool. So I will just sit in the evenings when I'm completely brain dead and I've got no more space for information. I'll sit at like probably 12 o'clock at night, if not later, on my phone, and I would design a few posts for my social media stuff. So it's a very cool app, or on your computer to use. And I have the paid version of Canva because I use it so much. So it's not just because I have to pay for it, but I also want to support them because they it's a really great application. And they've got thousands and thousands and thousands of free pictures that you can use because they combine sources with Pixabay and Pexels, I think it was. So they've got really, really good, pictures that you can use as well for free. Yes, some of the pictures you do pay for. It's $1 for like a premium picture, which I think is anyway still very, very good. But it's very rare that I've actually paid. I think I probably spent $10 worth of paid pictures in the last like 3 or so months, which I really wanted to do something special. I couldn't find the picture, and then that paid picture is just well worth it, because the nice thing about that is also you use that picture so many times over and over. You can just use it in different designs. So guys, that is basically this lesson. This is then covering day 5 of the OFA challenge. It's a fabulous lesson, but it also goes back where you go and find your who to do this for you, and you don't do the how yourself, because as small business owners or entrepreneurs, we tend to want to do everything ourselves. Firstly, because we don't really have the budget to do it, and second, because we don't really trust people. We didn't build up a network of people to do it. But I can tell you something, as your business grow, and trust me, this is first-hand experience, as your business grow, there's a lot more things that you need to do along the way. And so you're going to have to learn to trust somebody to actually do stuff for you, to hire a VA or on that point. Now, I want to talk because still not 100% convinced that other people can do it better than I do within my own business, which is true. That's why you never ever hire out your marketing side. But things like designing and stuff like that, that is something that is, can take that burden off of you, and you can focus on the good stuff that actually makes money in your business. So guys, that's e-covers, and I'm not going to do a video on explaining this for you guys. It's just literally just explaining to you, this is what you can do to get the designing stuff done. So again, it is canva.com. It is Fiverr, so it's Fiver. I think it's 2 R's.com. And then it is freelancer.com. And then funnel Rolodex. And that's it. So guys, I hope you have a good breakfast, dinner, evening, wherever you're in the world. And I will talk to you guys soon in the next lesson. Cheers.